YouTube back again with, you already know who, Myke LS. So we back in the garage, man. I told you we trying to wind down these garage videos, you know what I mean? Because this shit is about to get hot in this garage. So if y'all don't already know, man, we got the orange box Chevy right here. And I gotta do one last thing before I fully get on the road. I gotta do the valve cover gaskets, right? Because I have a leak right here. For some reason, right here, if y'all can see right here, y'all see all the oil moisture. I had a previous video basically where I took it out and I looked at the issue, but I never solved the issue. So basically, I got the gasket now, and I got these boots that came with it, and it came with this, which I do not know what this is. Like, I really don't know why they sent it, and I don't know what it is, but they sent it. So basically, I'm gonna be doing the left and the right at this time. So as y'all can see, I already pre-gamed everything. I have my tools, I have my torque bar, which I have to actually set it to, I think the torque for the valve cover is 8 foot-pounds, right? So I need to make sure I set this to 8 foot-pounds so I don't forget. So this is 6, well, that's 5, right? So y'all see the tree, that's number 5. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I don't know if the light is, you know, basically whatever. So I'm just gonna go to number 3, right here on the tree, or actually right here on number 5. So that's 8, right? So I have this already preset so I don't forget, right? That's done. Basically, as I said, I kind of pre-gamed everything already. I loosened basically these nuts for the bracket. I'm taking the whole bracket out, so I have to take these out here. So let's get that done. Now, as I got y'all with me, because I'm gonna be putting y'all on the time lapse soon, because, you know, I just have to, you know, go back and forth and do what I do. I don't know if a time lapse is good sometimes, because sometimes some people maybe want to see the full-on process, and some people maybe don't. Some people may be saying, oh, I know how to do this, I did this already, and you know how that go, you know what I mean? Because everybody's a mechanic and everybody is, you know how that go, right? So, as I said, I'm just, this is basically an Escalade motor. If y'all don't know, LQ9 truck motor, right? Cadillac Escalade motor, basically. So this is what we do in the song. Sorry if I didn't say that, right? So I'm gonna make sure I don't break this coming out. So let me take my time and pop this out. Come on, baby. Alright, so basically kind of got everything unplugged, right? So I just want to show you the other side real quick before we go on that time lapse, people. If y'all already know, I got Nas Motion on deck on the camera. So basically the other side kind of like did the same thing. The other side like a little bit tedious because it's a little bit tighter, a lot of different stuff on the side. So I unplugged everything. Right, it has a hose basically run to it, which I have to basically pull this out. But I'll pull it out when I get to this side basically, and just the same thing with the screws. Take the screws out, the bracket out when we get to that. So when we get to that side, we basically gonna revisit that side and revisit what we gotta do. So. Doing a job like this, I'm sorry people, come over here, Nas Motion. I'm all over the place, but doing a job like this, basically you need one of these, and it's a number 10 with a stendo. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna go through the quick process of taking the cover out, and I'm not even gonna put you on the time lapse yet. I'm just gonna take the cover out, show y'all basically what we're working with, because I know what we're working with already. If y'all looked at my previous valve cover removal video. Let me move this so I don't drop this. Now, so you got any questions for me? Nah, I know he may be saying, MykeLS is back at it again. Yes, I am. So, all right, so let's get this bracket out. And basically, he took out the whole screw. So, okay. One thing, let me see. All right, I'm gonna use this pen right here to put my stuff in. So that's 2 dose. Just trying to remember, you have to go in this way, and that's the top. They got one in the back. I know the one in the back on the other side, boy. Woo! I already seen it already, man. Gotta see how I'm gonna get that. Because it's not, like as I said, it's just, if you see the difference of the side, this side is always easier than the other side. The other side is like, the way they made these vehicles is like, they always make one side retarded. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, all right, so we got that out. So now, our bracket is supposed to be able to come out of the way. Basically, I have this right here in my way, but hopefully, all right, so bracket is completely out, all right? And this didn't make no sense. So you see, I unplugged this for no reason because I really just, I did that before, I don't know why. So you don't need to unplug that, people. So actually I could plug it back in because this is actually the main one. So I didn't need to do that. So just note that. See what I'm saying? It's just little things that I think I ran into that before, but for some reason I just didn't remember that this is the main plug and I didn't need to do that. This is basically, if you see the harness, basically for the coil backs, right? This right here, I should actually put this on a list of powder coat. See the bracket? That'd be dope, right? Powder coat the bracket. What color I should powder coat it? I don't know. I don't know either. All right, so we're gonna put this right here. Now we're gonna work on Mr. Dirty Valve cover, right? So let's see what size is that. What size you think is that? Motion? Like a number 8? Maybe? Cool. I don't know, because I don't know either. So let's see what size is that, people. And as I said, I think this is a number 8. Okay, so we working with number 10s and number 8s, people. You know what I mean? So now, let's get to the valve cover. So the funny thing about this, when I first tightened this back up, I didn't know what torque. I maybe actually torqued it too much because for some reason I couldn't find the torque spec for this, but the torque spec on this is supposed to be actually 8. And I think I did like a whole bunch of incorrect stuff when I actually took it out the first time. You know what I mean? But I got it together now, and anybody's gonna be doing this in the future, I mean, you can look back at my video. So actually I have to take out this right here. And what this is right here? PCV. So this is the PCV, which I got a video on that, which I changed that brand new, as y'all can see. Woo! Basically going to the oil catch can right here, which you know, may get relocated in the future. So basically, you know what's going on. So you see it comes out. Like I don't think the whole thing is supposed to come out like that, but for some reason mine's come out. From looking at other videos, I don't. And the last one. Yeah. Okay, so basically, pull this out. Okay. All right, people, y'all excited? Y'all excited? All right, I'm excited too. But actually, as I said, I did this already, so basically, let's get this wire kind of out the way a little bit. And let's get into it now, it's motion. Let's get into it. Alright, so basically taking it out. And yeah, it's pretty dirty under there, which I know already. Pretty dirty. Alright, so this is our valve cover, right? And you see how dirty it is? So what I'm gonna do, actually, I'm gonna do a quick cleaning on it. Clean it the best way I can. And I have to take, basically, this gotta come out. Shit, so this comes out like this, and I have to change the rubber on it now in motion. So, one, right, pop it up, two, three, four. Right, I was thinking about changing this, which this is hard as hell to come out, so I don't think I'm changing it. I seen it, actually, they were selling it. So, all right, so y'all see what it is. Pretty filthy, pretty dirty, a lot of deposit. So, gonna spray it up and clean it up the best way I can. And we have a brown, basically, or maybe it was blue when it turned brown. What you think? Maybe it was blue, right? And this is our old gasket. So, all right, so guys, I'm gonna, I'll be right back. Let me get my supplies so I could actually spray this down and clean it up a little bit, and we'll see what it looks like. Alright guys, so I'm at the point where basically I cleaned it out. So as y'all seen it from before, I cleaned it out. I had to basically get another, I had to get some brake cleaner. I had to get basically the wire brush for the drill, and I had to get the regular wire brush in because it had a lot of dirt in it. So basically I cleaned it out the best way I can, so it was looking way 10 times better. Supposed to be a better stream, everything. So now I'm just at the point where I basically put in the new gasket. This is the old gasket. I don't know if it was originally, I guess it was originally this color. And I guess with all the heat and all the stuff going on with it, basically it turned brown, but it was actually leaking from one corner, which I can't tell you where, but I guess this is what these things do after a while. So now I'm at the point where, see what I'm doing here, I got the dirty ass screws and I'm changing basically this bushing right here, but I'm looking at this thing like, damn, I need to like kind of clean it a little bit. So kind of, you know, why not, right? We here at this point already, why not, right? And y'all can already see what's going on here. You know, with all this old corrosion. Why not? I always say why not. You know what I mean? And, you know, I wasn't, you know, I always, when I do things, end up going above and beyond, basically, than what I expected. But it's part of the game. You got to do it correctly. Why not? So, just a quick. I still got the other side to do. But the other side, hopefully, will be faster than this side because, you know, once you get one side, the other side is like, you know, easy now. So, all right, but, you know, I have to take these joints out and I got to replace them. So, actually, I did one already. And just me trying to attempt to take it out, I guess, you know, with the old wear and tear, it basically just ripped on me. But not using them again, so it was like, it's basically I was just trying to like be nice and take it out, but hell with that, you know what I mean? What's the sense of being nice? And I'm basically really just replacing the joint. Yeah, now. But in the future, what I usually do, I just replace these old screws and get new ones, but I didn't do that this time. Maybe when I do Renzel, maybe I'll just replace everything brand new rather than having to go through the whole cleaning process, which I maybe do because it's, you know, as I said, DIY, you know what I mean, things we do, you know what I mean, for the game, to teach others, to show others, and you know how that go. Right now, motion. So basically, as I said, just I'm just gonna take this one out, and I'm gonna basically just replace it because I have new ones already. And that's it. Get to the other side. So just hope you're enjoying the content. Not saying you got to do this to your car, but this is what I'm doing. This is just where the point I'm at with the orange box for the summertime. Something that really just needed to be done that should have been done when I did the motor swap, but it wasn't done. So as I said, you know, if you ever listen to what I be saying, everything I'm doing is what? Correction, basically, of things that should have been done. So, gotta change these gloves. So now what I'm gonna do, people, let's draw this up real quick. And let's get the new one. And it slipped in pretty easy, which is good. Thank God for that. You know what I mean? Didn't have to go too much of a hassle with getting this in. Like, see, so now easy peasy is in there. So that's good. I've seen in some videos dudes were struggling. They had to put some grease and all that, whatever. And you know, sometimes things look hard. Sometimes things, you know, you just get blessed and it be 1, 2, 3. So now this, you gotta be careful with these rubbers because of the fact that, you know, you don't wanna basically pinch it or break it. So alright, so we got 2 in. So it's basically really the last one I got right here. I gotta break off, which I'm gonna do that right now for y'all. And just get this out. Basically, it's just gonna rip off. Come on, can't do nothing about that. And do a quick clean like everything else. Like everybody else got. And something real quick for ya. Gotta change my glove as I said. Dry it off. And so the last one, and then we go get everything reinstalled real quick, people. And then we're gonna torque it. And then we're gonna hit the next side. So, alright, so let's get this in. Boom, boom, boom. And with the next side, as I said, it's just the cleaning part, you know what I mean? If it's not as dirty as this side, which it maybe is, then, you know, we got a home run. So, all right, so I got all this here, and, all right, so we're gonna put this 1, 2, 3, and we have basically one in already. So this is basically what we looking like. If you looked at before, you can see basically the serial number, you can see the logos and all that. Did a quick little outside cleaning, but you know, actually in the future, should get it powder coated, right? Yeah, but we're not doing that this year. Powder coating, that's it for the year. For any other project, this is really kind of like the last thing. So everything is sitting good, right? And I did a quick wipe, basically, in the vehicle, so everything is sitting. Just gotta make sure everything is sitting good, because this is like somewhat of, you know, it's an aftermarket, not, you know, OEM, I guess, or OEM aftermarket. So I see a little lift right here, but I guess when it goes in and it sits down, it should actually work itself out, hopefully. Right, so that's it. We got to that part already. Just getting a light back here, people. To that point, let's get these. Basically, kind of, it snaps in. I think nothing special when it goes in here. Just look at the back, how it goes in. So basically the screw, so everything is kind of like, it's kind of in there, right? And it's kind of in there. All right, so be right back with y'all in a few. Let me swap out my gloves, let me get this lined up, and let me get this back on the car. So got the valve cover back in, as y'all can see. So basically I'm at the torquing position, which is supposed to be 8 foot-pound from Google. So basically I did this one already, so I'm just gonna show y'all. Basically, we're gonna do a double click. So basically y'all heard the click. So now we're gonna basically put this other one in. Get it torqued, and there you go. That one's torqued, and final destination. Should I tighten it a little bit more when I was using the other ratchet? It would have been a little bit faster, but that's okay. All right, so that's torqued. I could just give it one more clip, and that's weird because there you go. So we're torqued here. So we got that basically torqued. Now to get everything back together, and again, forget to put back the brand new PCV valve. You know what I mean? And we gotta get the bracket back on. Right? So got the bracket. We have basically 5 screws. Let me make sure the size, basically is a number 10, so it's not a number 8. Gotta switch it up. So we're gonna put you on a quick time lapse, people. We're gonna knock this out, get everything back together, and we go talk about it, and we go get to the other side. All right, people, so I got everything back together, back to how it was, so as y'all can see. So, basically I could see, actually, the blue gasket sitting a little bit different than the other one. The other one was more flat. So basically, Sorry. Basically, you can see the other one here, and you can see the new one from the side over here, the blue. So, yeah. So we're gonna see how that works. So basically, right now, we're gonna just jump on the other side real quick. We're gonna put you on a quick time lapse because you've seen me actually do this already, but we're gonna get back to the video when the cover comes out. So we can examine the cover, clean it up, throw it back in, and get everything running. All right, see you in a minute. All right, guys, so this is basically the other side. So as y'all can see, heavy. I don't know what to say. Heavy. So basically, this is what it looked like on the other side. And as I said, I'm just gonna do a quick cleanup, like I did that side. Let's take a look at what's going on in here. Pretty dirty. Look like it did a lot of work back in the days. As I said, if I had enough information back then, I would have actually took this out and got this basically cleaned up. But when I did the swap, it was just actually just a 1, 2, 3 thing. It was something real quick when I was getting this swap done, and the motor was out. I was so excited that the motor was out, and basically I did not mention, which, you know, as I said, as a mechanic and as a person that do it, a DIY person, the person that was actually doing this swap for me should have actually checked the internals and swapped out little things like this. You understand what I'm saying? Valve cover, gaskets and stuff like that, because basically you have the motor out sitting right here. But the person looked like they just wanted to take my goddamn money, rob me, right? And now I'm back to this point where I'm correcting the stuff that should have been done, right? So take it from me. So as I said, you see what it look like. And as I said, we just doing the quick process of cleaning. So I'm just gonna like get a rag or basically with the brake cleaner and wipe down and just clean out all of this the best way I can. And basically I got the brake cleaner, spray it down, and basically clean it up, swap out the gasket, get it back in, and show y'all what I'm doing. So this is basically one of the last steps, as I said, for the orange box. And this is, I don't know, this could be the damn original gasket, because look at the color, it's not even blue, it's actually like a brown. And let me just hit it with a little bit of brake cleaner to see how it, basically you really have to soak it. So it's actually gonna spray it and do the soaking process now. I have a new oil cap, or OEM oil cap. I don't know where the hell I got this from. I don't know what that S stands for, but it stands for whatever. So yeah, I'm just gonna just do a quick cleanup, let it break it. Break this consumption I have in here. And you already know I got 3 more cleans of brake cleaner, so I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna clean it up and get everything back together. So I feel real good today. I was delaying this process, but I feel real good today that we're getting it done. And we're getting it done because, as y'all can see, I'm ready for the road. And just a few little cleanups, whatever, and we'll be Gucci people. All right, so what we're gonna be doing is I'm gonna make this soak a little bit, put y'all on the time lapse to keep y'all still in tune to what I got going on, and we go get this done, and we go get this video wrapped up, and yeah. All right, so we be right back. Alright guys, so basically did the same cleaning. Went in, did as much as I can basically. Very dirty. Got the new gasket on, as you can see it's blue. So now we just have to just sit in there and be sure it's sitting there correctly and properly. Basically kind of clean up a little bit of the edges. Had to hit it with a blade because it had some black stuff on it. Did the best I can with the angle I have. Should have did it on the other side, but I didn't because I didn't have the blade access to me. But I did the best I can. I wiped the other side basically off with the brake cleaner, and I did what I did. I did what I can. That's what it is. So now just to reinstall this cover here and get everything torqued back into motion. So this is actually very glad that I came to this point to do this, but I had to do it because I actually had a leak. So actually I'm gonna get this back together, people. I'm gonna put you on a quick time lapse, and then after that we're gonna conclude this video. We're gonna end it up, we're gonna wrap it up for the night because we actually did this to the orange box Chevy. All right, catch y'all in a minute. Enjoy the time lapse. All right, guys, before my battery died, which is very low, basically got everything back together. As y'all can see, everything is torqued, everything is plugged back in, and everything is on. All right, guys, so basically, my camera guy, I had to jump on the phone, but basically I got everything put back together, torqued up, and that's basically what it is. So basically what I'm gonna really do right now, actually I'm gonna start it up and put the oil cap on, which I have a new one, which I have to throw on. I have to go get it. So everything is back on, looking good, looking good, looking good. So, yeah, I'm just gonna basically end this video now, people, because as I said, I'm running off my phone and space is important. So just wanted to basically show y'all what we done today. We did the 2 valve cover gaskets on the orange box. So as y'all see, not really too much of a hard job, but the cleaning was basically the tedious part. You know what I mean? Had to use a wire brush, as y'all can see back here on the ground. The drill, the wire brush, you see the dirty stuff. Basically, I don't know if this gasket did some work, so I don't know if OEM was actually this color, but you know the aftermarket is blue. So these are the 2 gaskets. This was actually the culprit that really started the whole gasket process, because one of the corners was basically leaking, so just had to go through it. I have to do this job again on Renzel, the Escalade, same process, damn near almost the same motor. So the Escalade is just a little bit higher, so that's gonna be fun. So, all right, so once again, look at the back end videos. You already know, you'll see what it is. The orange box Chevy is gonna be in motion soon. This is one of the last mechanical models I had to basically do for that. And just now, just a little cleanup, and that's it, man. We outside, we on the road, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be ending the garage video saga. Yeah, I still have to finish Renzel, and then basically June, we're just outside. No more garage, basically. It's over for the garage. It's gonna be a sauna here soon. All right, so like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Like for who? Y'all already know. MykeLS.